Going on, guys? It is the Poke King, and we're back with another banger. So, as you guys saw from that opening, yes, Gardevoir has done it. I think Gardevoir is the best deck of all time in Pokemon. Riley McKay, shout out to him. He got first place at the World Championship. Canada took down a win. But shout out also to Justin from the United States for getting second with Dragapult. So I think we know what are the two best decks, but let's take a look at the best deck right now in the format. It's going to be Gardy, and let's see how Riley won the 2025 Pokemon World Championships. So starting off first, Riley was playing the basic lineup. Ever since we lost Refinement Kirlia, the lineup of 3 Ralts have been the standard from Scarlet and Violet, and then you're playing the 2 Kirlia. Just imagine if this deck had Refinement Kirlia. Yeah, this deck would be absolutely busted. And then we have 2 Gardevoir EX. Now with Gardevoir EX, you do attack more with her often, which isn't a bad problem there. You know, Gardevoir, super strong. With Lillie's Clefairy, it allows you to take these big knockouts on Dragapult EX, so it allows Gardevoir to become a more versatile attacking Pokemon. Now, the goal is the Munkidori Wars, as we call it. Whoever gets out more Munkidoris wins the game. Munkidori is so important, allows you to, you know, make math work, allows you to attack with Gardy into some of the big basic EXs, you know, knocking out things like Miraidon, Iron Hands EX, even with a Gardevoir EX, so super versatile from that standpoint there. So he was playing 4 Munkidori. Next up, we're going to be playing 1 Screamtail. Screamtail is so important in this deck. This card is absolutely busted. Now, normally you'll see it with Screamtail and a Drifloon, but, you know, Riley decided that he would rather have the Screamtail, and so versatile. Once again, this allows you to take knockouts on like the Fezandipiti that they put on the bench, and it's just so versatile. Screamtail is such a really good Pokemon. And then even special is that if you open up against Screamtail and, you know, Dragapult is trying to Badoo you, Slap for 30 is just so strong. So super versatile. We're playing the Flutter Mane, really good against the Gholdengo matchup, stops them from drawing cards, so you can go Flutter Mane, you know, prevent them from being able to spread around the damage, and then get some of the damage put onto the Gholdengo EXs. So Flutter Mane is really versatile from that standpoint. It's also really good in the weird way. Once again, there's a couple ways it can work out. You know, if you're able to boss up their only Charmander, then they have to retreat it and then go into Charizard, because then they can't use the ability while it's in the active. So Flutter Mane makes some plays very awkward for the opponent, which I don't mind, honestly. I think Flutter Mane's a really cool addition. Lillie's Clefairy EX, this card is absolutely busted. This allows you to beat the Dragapult matchup. So once we got Lillie's Clefairy and Journey together, you saw what it was able to do. We're going to play 1 Mew EX. This plus the Lillie's Clefairy plus a Bravery Charm is what allows you to pretty much beat Dragapult. So as you saw, you know, Riley was able to get the win and take the dub using the Mew EX. Took 4 prizes in 1 turn, and Justin just said, you know what, man, that's good in my book. And of course, the best draw support Pokemon in the game, 1 Fezandipiti EX. Now that's all the Pokemon that we play. Now, for the supporters, Riley was playing 4 Professor's Research. Once again, very standard there for research. The goal is to see as many supporters, very similar to when, you know, Tor 2 years ago was playing Gardy. You just want to see as much supporters as you can. So 4 research, 4 Ionos, and then because we're playing a couple of Devos and 2 Evos and 1 Devo, Arven is really versatile in this deck, being able to set up, get maybe that rare candy you need to go to Gardevoir EX, or hey, even getting an Ultra Ball, allowing you to once again get any Pokemon in the deck, or even a Nest Ball. For Ultra Balls, you know, we want to discard those energies that we search off of the 3 Earthen Vessels, so super versatile there. You know, Gardy feels so good when you're able to Earthen Vessel away a energy, and then Ultra Ball one of the energies, get the Dark, attach it to a Munkidori, you know, then it just starts to snowball. So we love the Earthen Vessels from that standpoint. We play 2 Nest Ball. Nest Ball super versatile. We absolutely love Nest Balls. Of course, the deck doesn't play any pop-ins. It's very different than some of the older builds. And then we have 2 rare candies, allowing us to quickly get into Gardevoir, especially if we're being pressured by a Dragapult deck. And then we have the 2 of Night Stretchers, very versatile, getting back Lillie's Clefairy, Mew EX. So really, really love Night Stretcher in the deck. Munkidori is getting back to Dark Energies. 2 counter catchers. Once again, you can play behind and then boss the counter catcher things up and take advantage. We don't play any bosses order, so the only gust effects are the counter catchers. 1 super rod. Shuffle things back in the deck. Secret Box. Shout out to my friend Jamie. You know, one of my best friends. I was playing games without even an A spec, so you know those games would have went a little different, you know what I'm saying? But Secret Box, one of the best, actually the best A spec right now. That and Prime Catcher are probably the top in, you know, the format. 1 Bravery Charm, really good. Once again, overpowers the Mew EX, can make the Munkidori Wars go in your favor. 1 Devo. There are times where you can take knockouts on certain decks, very similar to like Godango, moving all the damage around with like a Flutter Mane, and then you can Devo things around with the Munkidoris and things like that. 2 Technical Machine Evolutions. Once again, it's so good when you're able to get out 2 Ralts, have like, you know, a Flutter Mane in the active, and then you can go like Technical Machine Evolution or a Munkidori have, you know, in the active. Technical Machine Evolution, and then get 2 Kirlias and start going. 2 Artazon. Once again, we want to be able to find those Ralts because we don't play any Puffin, so you got to get to that. And then to round off everything, Riley played 4 Dark Energies, and then he rounded off with 7 Psychic Energies. And guys, that was the 2025 winning Gardevoir EX deck.